let's just talk about where the Lakers are, where the Clippers are. I mean, these games are really interesting to watch. Lakers are just so psycho. I don't know if you saw, well, you knew about it because I texted you about it. The Lakers are in Chicago against the Bulls.
Oh, God.
And the Lakers give up 3 3-pointers in 6 seconds at the end of the game and lose to the Chicago Bulls. Now, they turned around the next night and they outgunned the Memphis Grizzlies. The Lakers are not playing very much defense. When Luka is hot, LeBron plays well, and Austin Reeves has had a spurt this month, which has been pretty impressive. Lakers are right now in 4th place. But do you know there's 4 teams separated by 3 games fighting to get to 4th place rather than be in the play-in and maybe the 8th place? So Lakers got to continue to win. This week, those guys, Lakers, they're going to play Houston and Oak City.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah. And they're not playing a hell of a lot of defense right now. Nobody seems to be alarmed. Lakers are 45-29. Everything's fine with the world now. Not everything is fine with the world. But anyhow, that's where the Lakers are right now. Clippers are trying really hard to hang in there. I mean, they're sitting there in the 8th spot in the wild card playoff race, which puts them in a play-in game. They're trying hard to maintain Kawhi Leonard, but they had 3 games where he played 39, 40, and 41 minutes, and they had to rest him. And I thought they were going to do this in moderation and they'd give him blows, etc. But he did not play the other night. They lost to Cleveland 127-122. When their 5 was on the floor and with Kawhi, they're pretty doggone good. They're 42-32. I'm not going to say they're in trouble, but they're going to need some help to get out of the play-in position that they are right now. And again, not much of a hell of a difference between the 4th place Lakers and the 8th place Clippers. So we got that to talk about. Memphis, this is really weird. No, it's not. The players run the damn league. General managers don't count for crap. The commissioner, they have no influence. Players run the league. Memphis Grizzlies got their coach fired with all the junk that goes on in that locker room. They fired Taylor Jenkins, who through all the injuries had his team 44-29. They hit the eject button on this weekend. Ja Morant and all his fellas. What a disaster the NBA is right now. The players run the league. Players are totally out of control. I mean, 44-29. I'll just fire your ass at the end of this podcast. I don't care that you're 44-29 on this podcast. I'm going to find somebody else. That's what's happened in the NBA. Isn't it amazing?
It is. It's weird. I mean, but that everything lately coming out of Memphis has been weird with that team, with all the Ja Morant stuff. So, man, these guys need to hit the reset button and straighten their act out. But I'm going to go back to that Laker game against the Bulls. I mean, what an implosion. I didn't see it live. You did. You texted me, and I went back and saw the highlight. First of all, that was a lazy-ass pass from LeBron inbounding the ball, at such a critical time in the game. But then when it was intercepted and was kicked out to the young man and he hit the 3, it reminded me of Reggie Miller, man. Remember that playoff game of the Pacers and the Knicks?
Scored all those points.
Yes.
In the final 15 seconds.
And it was like that. You intercept the ball, take a step back behind it, hit the 3, and then the whole thing. It really reminded me of that. But that's just typical of, like LeBron, like, come on, man. Get that ball in play and protect the lead.
Yeah. James Worthy does part of the Laker postgame show on TV. I mean, they go to that panel within 30 seconds of the end of the game. I've never heard James Worthy say the junk that he said that came out of his mouth.
Good.
You think he was talking about the freaking Washington Wizards rather than Laker basketball. Yeah. He was really critical. But those guys are on an emotional roller coaster. When they win, it's, LeBron had hit that desperation tip in the game prior in Indiana.
That was cool.
And everybody was going crazy in the studio. And then you thought that there had been a death in the family after the Chicago game. James Worthy, the stuff that came out of his mouth, I said, wow, that's pretty good TV. I don't think the Lakers would be real happy with it, but so that's where we are. So do you believe in the Lakers and postseason play, or is this an iffy proposition? I mean, or do you believe we'll get a much better view as to what they do versus Houston and Oak City?
No, I just this up and down business is a recipe for disaster in the playoffs. I think we can only root for the Clippers to have some magic happen.
I mean, if they keep all 5 starters on the floor, That's suddenly become a really good, diverse basketball team. But I just don't know how Kawhi, I don't think, can play 40 minutes a night.
He's just like a bucket of bolts. You're figuring he's going to break down again.
Yeah.
The poor guy. I mean, it would be so great to see him finish his career, with getting a championship or at least making the final.
Yeah. So we'll see where it goes. We're heading to the final couple weeks of the baseball season.